Hello there everybody, a very good morning to you all and welcome back to howtotrade.com. Welcome back to a brand new week in the markets, which means brand new opportunities, brand new trade ideas, brand new everything. So we're going to ignore pretty much what's happened over the past week. Last week wasn't just a bit of a nothing week for me. Nothing really stuck out to me in terms of news events, and hopefully this week we're going to get some decent market moves, fingers crossed, as I always say, and hopefully we can catch some nice profits as well. So welcome to our live stream here at howtotrade.com. We are streaming across YouTube, across Facebook, across LinkedIn, and across X as well, and and of course in our trading room. So hello to you all in the trading room as well, and thank you very much for joining. I'm streaming from a very cold, wet, dingy UK Monday morning because summer is over. It's now October, so we're now forgetting about that, and we're now getting the hoodies on and we're bracing up for the colder months. So in today's stream, of course, we're going to be looking at the top events and opportunities of the week. It's the same style of stream that I'll do on every single Monday. It's basically I'm showing you how I'm preparing for my week of trading. This is exactly what I do. Preparing for your week in trading shouldn't take hours and hours. It should take an hour or two at most. In fact, it can take quicker than that if you know what you're doing. It takes me half an hour, 45 minutes to prepare for my trading week. So I've done a bit of the groundwork before I come on the stream, obviously. That's otherwise people will start falling asleep, especially because it's Monday morning. It doesn't take long to do that, but this preparation time before the week is really important. That's why I do this stream every single week as well. So you'll always catch me at this time every Monday doing this particular stream. Hello to you, Jay Brad. It's good to see you. And for the rest of you in the trading room, come on, it's a Monday. Let me know how you're getting on. Good weekend. Let me know what you're looking at in the markets this week. Pop up and say hello at least. It's good to see you. Hello to Jay Brad. Anyway, what are your thoughts on cable and AUDUSD with the smart money and fib? We will be talking about that. Do not worry. We will be talking about that in a lot of detail. Hello to you, Jeanette, as well. Good to see you. Thank you very much for the message. I hope you're doing well. I know it's probably late for you as well. Universal, greetings to you. I hope you are doing well as well. You're across the YouTube channel. Good to see you, and thank you very much for the message today. So let's first of all talk about events, and then we'll talk about opportunities. So when we talk about events, we're talking about our economic calendars and what we should expect coming up this week. So the way that I do this is that I load up our economic calendar at howtotrade.com, and then I click on the next 7 days, and then I filter that impact to high impact news events. Nancy, hello to you. Good morning. Hello from Kenya. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, and thank you very much for the message on our YouTube channel. Oh, my mouse has just decided that it wants to run out of battery, which is just fantastic. So give me 2 seconds. I've got it in here. Oh. Wireless mouse means that when it runs out, there we go. I might have to move over a little bit actually. Give me a second. There we are. I don't know if you can see that. That's fine. That's just my curtain. There we go. Slightly different angle today. I need to have this access to this mouse, or we'd have no stream. We filter that to the next 7 days. Filter that to high impact news event only. It's not that the medium impact isn't important. It's just that the high impact is the one that I really care about, to be honest. So that's the one I like to look at. And as you can see, today we were on October the 21st. It seems to be the case over the last couple of weeks, really. We don't actually have any high impact news events until October the 23rd, which is on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we have a Bank of Canada press. Oh, no, sorry. We do have a little bit more. I was going to say, I thought I saw that before. We have the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. So if you trade the Canadian dollar, or if you have active positions in the Canadian dollar, this is the first sort of piece of news that we need to be focused on. And like, for example, a lot of people do trade USD versus the Canadian dollar, so we need to be keeping an eye on what they're going to be doing with their interest rates. We're actually expecting a 50 basis point rate cut, which is interesting. Universal, did you catch the FVG on US oil this Monday? I missed it. And what about gold? I really appreciate the live streams from How to Trade. Thank you very much. I will go through that when we move on to the opportunities part. I'll have a look at oil and gold, and I'll have a look at that FVG on oil as well. And also I'll look at yours, J Brad's. No problem. It's all the markets that I look at anyway. We've got some central bank governor speeches, Governor Bailey, Governor Orr from the RBNZ. I can't imagine it's going to do too much, to be honest, so I wouldn't focus. I'd have a look at the interest rate decision from the Bank of Canada, because if that's true, 50 basis points is quite a big cut. As we then head into Thursday's session, we've basically got what I call it PMI day. So it's always a good day if you like to use like the balk the talk strategy, which is in our academy, where you can sort of look to play. Where is it? I'll just show you it. It'd be easier, won't it? Here, which is a fundamental strategy. It's a good day to use that strategy if you want to bookmark that day. It's a fundamental based strategy, and it's a scalping strategy based on fundamentals. So it's quite high risk, but it's quite a good one to use for that day. So I would recommend that you check that one out for Thursday. And really what you get on PMI day is you get a lot of, I wouldn't say you get like massive directional moves, but you can get some really nice quick 20 pip scalps. If you're someone who likes doing that, then Thursday's a great day for that, because PMI comes out of Europe, it comes out UK, it comes out of the US, it comes out of pretty much everywhere. So that's pretty good day to do that as well. And then on Friday we've also got the Japan inflation. So if you're a trader of the Japanese yen, or Japanese yen, dollar yen really is what I'm thinking about, then we're probably going to see some volatility around that on Friday, and then it really ends the week pretty poorly. So in terms of news in our sort of forex and indices, forex calendars, not really too much. But what I think is the main event of the week, and you may not know about this, but it's earnings season across all the big tech companies. So the Magnificent Seven will start to release their earnings reports for Q3, and this Wednesday night, or I think it might be Tuesday. Is it Tuesday going into Wednesday, or Wednesday going into Thursday? I think it's Wednesday going into Thursday. Tesla will be releasing their earnings report. So not only if you're a trader of Tesla, or if you have holdings in Tesla, or if you're a trader of the NASDAQ or the S&P 500, Tesla's going to be, for Wednesday and Thursday, going to be really important days, because obviously Tesla have such a big market cap. And then even bigger than Tesla is Amazon, and Amazon will be releasing its earnings report the following day. So again, holdings in Amazon, trader of Amazon, NASDAQ, all that sort of thing. It could be quite a volatile week. When we've got more coming up next week as well. So it's going to be an interesting sort of 10 days of trading, particularly in the tech sector. We'll see if the tech earnings, the big tech earnings like Amazon, Tesla and Microsoft and Alphabet and all that stuff, whether they can continue to defy expectations or not, or whether we're going to see a little bit of a disappointment and therefore a bit of a pullback, particularly in that NASDAQ index as well. Okay, right. I'll just quickly go through some of the questions that have come through. Hello to you, Alex. Good to see you. I'm not sure if you're messaging me because you see me on the stream, or if you're just messaging me, but I am doing well. Hope you are as well. Would you trade this W if we get a green momentum candle? It's not. Why is that link not coming up? I'll have a look at that as well. Dillaby, good morning to you. I am doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Friday wasn't a good day for me, but we moved. Looking forward to a great trading week. Yeah, Friday's a tough day to trade, to be fair. Maybe think about... My camera's a little bit wonky, isn't it? That's annoying. Should we straighten it out a little bit? Ugh, just leave it. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Fridays, they're just horrific, really, to trade Fridays. I'll try to, if you can, start to adopt some rules into your trading, where on a Friday you only risk like minimal amounts, and that means that you can't lose too much, because you shouldn't ignore trading opportunities on a Friday just because it's a Friday. But losing on a Friday can really damage you in the long term and medium term, especially when you head over the weekend and you've got to stew on those losses. Like, I know how that feels. So yeah, the good thing is the markets are now open. It's a brand new week, hopefully, and we can get some really good stuff. Shelley, hello. You seem to have a delay in the video to the sound, so what other platforms can I follow you on? You can go on YouTube. Go on our YouTube channel and you'll be able to stream on there as well. Is anyone else having a delay from sound to video? Seems okay to me. But we're live on YouTube as well. Go to How to Trade, the How to Trade YouTube channel, and you should be able to see that. Wizard Alvin, hello to you. Good to see you. So quite a lot of requests here. Let's start with what I had first, which basically is AUDUSD and cable on our smart money and fib analysis. Starting with cable then. Okay, right. So let's get rid of that. Looking at cable, you'll notice that I've done the fib analysis for you, so I just really need to talk through it a bit more detail. What we've got here is this swing low, and we mentioned how important it was. We'd either needed to wait for a liquidity sweep or a break of this low, and as you can see, I would actually class that as a break of structure, to be honest. There's a candle closure below it, threatened below it again, so I'm happy with that as a break of structure. And that means we now have a new lower low, which is sitting down here. So that becomes the bottom of our fib, and the top of it becomes where that move started, which was back in the end of September, so about a month ago, or 3 weeks ago. And there's the move. So my analysis for the smart money and fib is, okay, we've got a clear Fibonacci retracement. We've got our key levels in play. When we move down onto the 4-hour time frame and we turn our smart money concepts indicator on, you notice this is quite hard to ignore, is up at 1.326. We've got a bearish order block, which pretty much sits right where the 61.8 is of that fib. So as a result, I've actually placed a 2% sell limit order at that level. Yes, it's miles away. I know that. It's something that will probably stay there. It will stay there until basically, if this gets invalidated. So if we get a move down here, then obviously we've got to move the goalposts for the fib. We've got to move that fib. But for right now, that's a valid sell limit. And you never know. Might be the week where we start to see cable tick higher. People will say to me, "Are you looking to buy it up to that level?" No, not really. No, I don't really get. I don't get involved too much now in going counter trend, really, unless it's really, really obvious. It's not really obvious at the moment, because if you look at the 4-hour time frame, if I zoom right in on this, you can see, no real break of structure there, is there? If you look at the RSI, what you could argue is lower lows, higher highs on the RSI. There's a bit of divergence here. So what I'm hoping for, and if you did sell from any of these red areas here, then you would be, in decent profit right now. But this is threatening to, at some point, form our first high low. And as soon as we form that first high low, we may start to see the momentum shift towards some cable upside. That's exactly what I want. I want the price to remain within the fib. And what I want is for the price to start to make a move up towards my key levels. Now, when we get up here to 38.2, which is at 315, we may want to, if you could do this, go down onto the lower time frames and wait for a lower time frame reaction and then play it down. And you can do the same at the 50. But, I'm willing to hold out for now and hold my analysis there, because I don't rush into trades ever. And I think this is a really nice opportunity for cable, so I'm going to hold that one there and see if we get a fill. Might not even get the fill this week, but yeah, that's my view, to be honest. AUDUSD, difficult one, bit of a difficult one. So actually, what we've got here on AUDUSD, if I remember correctly, Don't think I've drawn the best fib in the world here, to be honest. See, I've drawn a fib from basically this very low here up to this high. In fact, I'd probably say it's a weekly fib. See that? This low up to this high. So there's my weekly fib. And then when you go down through the time frames, yeah, this was it. What I noticed was, I remember now, this is it, yeah. What I noticed was we have a bullish daily order block. Call it demand zone. Bullish daily demand zone or order block, whatever you want to call it, which sits right at, or it covers, sorry, the 50% of this weekly fib. Key level. It's key level for me, and there's an order block sitting around the key level, so that's why I would execute. And actually, I believe that I missed the initial one, but I've placed a buy limit at the retest of this demand zone. We may even come down and hit the 50%, but I'm happy with that buy. I'm actually looking for that. Now, you have to remove your bias when you trade. I'm just following my strategy rules, and that's my strategy. Am I particularly bearish on the dollar? Not really. But it's moved quite a bit. It's, and that's what the technical analysis has presented to me, and my job is to execute it. That's the attitude you got to have when you trade. So I've actually got a buy limit set really at 66766 on AUDUSD, and we'll see how that goes. Probably going to get a test, a feel on that, maybe even today. So we'll see how that one goes. So that's my view on AUDUSD. Nancy is holding a sell on oil. I'd like to hear your position on it too. Yeah, no, sure, no problem. I am short on oil. Let's have a look first of all at that FVG that you're saying you saw this morning. Universal. I can't see it on my trading view. I haven't got my MT4 loaded up. It might have been that there was one on the MT4 platform, maybe. I can't see it, unfortunately. I mean, the momentum this morning on oil is bullish. This morning, I still think that I'm still holding the downside for now, and my entry was based off of a test of this EMA 12, which is the trend rider strategy. We've actually come up and had another test of it today, where I've actually placed a 0.25% sell as well. So I've re-entered here. Yeah, we're getting a bit of support basically at this daily order block. That's where we're getting support, and I'm not really that surprised that we're getting that support, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 days of downside. It might just be, it's a Monday. It might just be I actually don't mind it when on a Monday the market goes in against you, because typically what I find is the Monday move isn't really the move of the week. It normally that move comes on a sort of late Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So often what I find is that the initial Monday move that you get can be reversed. So yeah, I'm still short on oil. I haven't really got anything to update on that. I'm running at about 1% profit. Haven't had any exit signal yet, and I'll still hold that until I get an exit signal or until I lose the trade. And that's whatever happens. On I'd go as far to say I'd think gold is untradeable at these levels. if I'm being honest. How do you trade that? We were so close, without banging the drum on that, but we were so close to an entry down here. My limit was at 2601.5, which is here, and we got there. Look what happened. Hurts. But it's just the nature of what happens when you trade. You know, you can get your order can not get filled, and you can shoot up and way beyond where I'd ever expected it. You know, this would have been one of my best trades this year if I'd have got filled there, but I didn't. It is what it is. The level we're at gold now is just, as I said, I don't know what you want me to say. I wouldn't buy gold now. We've blasted up to a new high. Would I sell gold? Definitely not. But I'm not going to get FOMO when I and try and buy it up at these all-time highs without some sort of pullback. So the story for gold is exactly the same as it has been before. Is that what we need to wait for? Is that? See these pullbacks? We need to wait for that again. Oh. Now I could draw the fib as well, but the fib, you know, is likely. I'm going to likely have to keep redrawing it because the high has not been printed yet. But there would be the bottom of the fib, and I'm waiting for that top to form. So, you know, if I would advise if you're looking to trade gold this week, I'm not going to say don't, but I honestly think we need to be careful plowing into buys right now when we've already blasted up to a new all-time high. You know, 5 consecutive days of upside. RSI is overbought. Bullish, bearish divergence. You know, it's just a risky buy, particularly when we've already gone so high. So I'm just not trading it at the moment. I'm just sort of leaving it alone, and that's the way I want to do it. My principle on placing stop loss, especially on the 15-minute and 30-minute time frames, my principle will depend on the strategy. So my stop loss on a trend rider trade will always be the EMA 36, and my stop loss for my smart money strategy would either be an order block, the bottom of the order block. Like for example, let's say I was going to buy gold here. Stop loss would be there. Or if the stop loss wasn't clear there, like say we got a bit of imbalance there, sometimes I'll just move that just in case we get a bit of a liquidity sweep. So that's the way that I use stop losses, no matter what, on my smart money strategy now, no matter what time frame I'm on. But I typically don't really trade too much on those lower time frames, to be honest. The only time I ever trade on the lower time frames is when I do my fib, and then there's no higher time frame order block on that key fib level, which is a clear one, and then I sort of go down to lower time frames just to see if there is one, and when there is, I sort of halve the risk, you know, as I go down. Okay, good stuff. Kuam, I'm here to learn about forex trading. Definitely. I'll send you a link to what I think what you should be doing. It's all about trying to use our education. So start with our courses and strategies. Click the education icon on the left hand side. That course will basically take you from beginner to confident. And at the same time, what I would do is practice on a demo account with Switch Markets, and you can do so with the link I sent. And then when you're ready, you can go live. And the great thing is when you do go live, as you can see on the screen now, they've got an offer at the moment where they will match your deposit. So they will literally say, for example, you deposited $500, they'll put another $500 into your account. So that's their promotion that they're running at the moment. Anyone can access that over at switchmarkets.com. Shelley having some issues with the training videos. I haven't heard anyone else have any issues with that. I would recommend potentially maybe you get in contact with the live support team. at howtotrade.com//contact us. I've just sent you the link to that. Our tech team might be able to help you with some reasons of why that would be happening. Make sure you've got all your other things shut down, I imagine. Test that Wi-Fi strength as well. I don't think anyone else seems to be having that problem, so I do apologise. Okay, right, and then really just to finish things off, let's just have a quick look at my favourite market, which is the NASDAQ, even though I shouldn't have favourites. And the NASDAQ sort of is, it's a bit messy. People may even say there's a little bit of a head and shoulders forming there. I don't think the NASDAQ is going to have much clear direction until earnings season is finished. So if you want to hang your hat on the big guys and think they're going to have a strong earnings season, then it makes NASDAQ quite an attractive buy. Where from? I would like to see, if possible, I'd like to see a move down to 20,000. That would be a nice support area to look to buy the NASDAQ from. It's a bit difficult with my normal sort of fib analysis because it's just, if you look, this is the weekly time frame. Look, we're just sort of holding, but we are grinding higher here. I think it's a case of looking for any meaningful pullback into a good support area to look to try and buy from. Look, if you look at where 20,000, that's 20,100, ignore that, 20,000 is there. We may even come down and take all of this liquidity out. To be honest, there just isn't a clear trade right now on the NASDAQ, so it's a bit frustrating, but we are coming into earnings season, so a lot more will be clear when we hear from Tesla, Amazon, and then the next week when we hear from the rest. So I've got an article coming out on the NASDAQ tomorrow, so I'll look into that in a little bit more detail. And yeah, I think that just about sums it up. Dollar yen, you can see dollar yen, my analysis on dollar yen is basically this. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've drawn my fib from 162 to 139. That was that massive, that was the change of trend, right? That was the time when the Bank of Japan intervened and we saw the bearish shift in dollar yen, quite aggressive as well. And if we go down and then onto the daily time frame, what you may notice is I've marked a supply zone, which actually is that level, but I've covered the wick here as well. And I've placed a sell limit at 153.110. So I'm hoping that 153.110 can be a good resistance area. And then obviously you can see what I'm looking for after that. I'm looking for that continuation of dollar yen downside, at least try and get 1 or 2 to 1 and take some, that's my long term. But may even get just an initial move would be great, back down to 150 or something like that. Still a 2 to 1 trade. Hopefully we can get some nice profits there. And that's really my view on dollar yen. So I'm just waiting for that move up to 153. We could get that this week, to be fair. We are starting to lose momentum. You can see we are grinding higher, but those candles are just starting to, the volume in those candles are just starting to fade. Okay. Good stuff, everybody. That was your breakdown for this week. Hopefully that was beneficial to you. So I'm at a stage in my trading where I've got that AUDUSD buy position, which is looks like it may be tagged in potentially today. I'm already short on US oil. The other ones are sort of ones that I'm waiting for. So we'll see how much closer or further away we get this week, and I'll just keep updating you on those as and when. And that is my prep for this week done. And now all I need to do is wait for my alerts to be tagged, because I've set alerts on all those levels. That's what I always do. That means that, if I'm out and about, I'm at the gym and my phone goes off, I'm like, okay, right, it's go time. So, yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, other than that, just leaves me to wish everyone a very, very good trading week. And, yeah, if anyone needs me in the room, just drop me a message and I'll reply to you